Good morning, friends. So hey, fire sauce. I know. He's like, I need some attention. So light set of weights yourself. Don't worry, Debbie, this one will be much simpler than yesterday. With your feet about hip width apart, slide up onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels. And then slide onto the heels, lift the toes. He's trying to get some peace and quiet from, I love it, from the dogs. Slide to the outside rim of the foot. So Vic let Hope out of her kennel and then left for work. So we'll see how that goes. She sometimes can get out of her gate. And then slide to the inside rim of the foot. Oh, good, she ate. I know, sometimes it takes a long time. I can never tell. Slide on all four quadrants, so front, back, side to side, connect to the floor, soften the knees. I think that he thinks it's helpful in his defense. But as we've heard, it doesn't always help when she's free roaming. And then flex the quads, pull the knees back over the heels. They're smart too because Gracie can unlock the gate and then Hope can push it. So they're smart. Now you're going to pull the knees back over and again soften. One more time, pull the knees back over and then let them land right over your feet. Squeeze your bottom and press your hips forward. And then send the hips back. Shift your hips to the right. They're so smart. It's pretty crazy. I was watching, my mom told me and switched to the other side. She was like, and many people have told me to watch this. But my mom recently said that she had watched me get the litter. And so I was like, oh, well, I was making dinner. I'll put that on. Oh my gosh, you guys, no. I was crying my eyes out. No thanks. But super sweet. Pets are so sweet. Hips right over the knees, right over the ankles. Roll the shoulders forward. Tilt the chin to the chest. And then roll the shoulders back with the heart. Now the shoulders settle right over the ribs, hips, knees, and feet. Take the right ear to the right shoulder. Money on the mind. Chin to chest. Left ear to the left shoulder. And bring your head center. So once the head is centered, take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Scoop your belly in, round your back. Walk your hands forward. Low hover. Press your chest through. I'm wondering, Chelsea, if it's all those push-ups. Can you feel your arms? I'm thinking it might be all those push-ups. Now set your thighs down, look up. And then tip the hips back. Child's pose, bow the head. Big breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands back. Turn so that your feet are in front, hands on the hamstrings, shoulders back, one leg at a time, extend. Abdominals nice and tight. He does. Okay, good. Mine too. 8. I feel extra loved today. So this should feel nice and long and lengthened through the back of the leg. You have 2 more. Now 2 of each, 2 right. So we come 2 and switch. 2 and switch. 2 and switch. Pop. 4 more just like that. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Now back to that alternating right left. See if you can bring your chest closer to the thigh. Yes. Yes, I agree. Remember, was that just this week that this was so sore? Oh, this week has been like 5 and 1 for me. 4 more. Last 3 and 2. Now, pick up your weights, hold the legs so that they're right in front, and a nice easy curl. So in that, oh yay, Akiko, I'm so glad you're here. So good to be together, team. As we come into that curl, we want to watch that we're not rounding the back. You have 2 sits bones connected to the floor, then we lean back, then we curl. Oh, you're sweet, Chelsea. I just appreciate that we have each other. So grateful that we get to show up for one another, alternate right, left. You have 8 more. So good. I wouldn't do 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Now arms in front, open right to left. So as we open and rotate, we twist so that you have that nice spinal rotation, and then you drive the navel to spine. Last 2. Now 2 on the right, 2 on the left. So you turn. Now left. And right. 4 more. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Now singles, right, left for 8. 7. 6. 4. Last 2. And 1. Curl it. This time, see if you can bring your hands towards your forehead so your elbows are elevated. 8. 7. 6. And 4. 3. 2. Now alternate right, left, right, left. I feel like we know what that means. That means Gracie took something and got on the couch. It was like, ha ha. 8 more, last 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Now we're going to take it all the way down to our mat. So scooch forward so you can lay down. Arms are up, and then open the arms wide, narrow, like a flag. Now from there, you're going to reach the right leg and then reach the left. So when your arms open, your elbows are soft, but they're fairly long and wide to the side. Now you can stay with the head down or lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Follow your abs. 8, 7, 6, 4, 2. Now tuck both arms in towards the feet and reach. Tuck like a ball and reach. Now when you come into that, you can choose to keep your head down or crunch and lengthen. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the arms back, open and close, but this time we're going to combo those with the arms going back. So open 1 and then right arm back. Open 1, left arm back. Open 1, right arm back. Now we get the arms going first, and then from there, when the arm goes back, both legs go out. Option. So you can also do just one leg at a time if you choose. Open, extend. Open, extend. I can hear them trying to get in on this side. They're getting smarter. They've never tried this game. 4 more, team. 3. Last 2. Now you're going to do the same thing, but instead of that being one arm, we're going to do both. So check it. You come out and away. Out and away. Out. Bum, bum, bum. Last 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. And set that left weight down. Take that right leg or that right hand to that left foot up and down. Now, as we come into that, I can keep my head down. I can have my head lifted, or I can lift and lower. Option, right foot can be on the floor, or right leg at tabletop. Keep your tailbone anchored. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Into, now switch sides, weight in that left hand to that right foot. Now our set is a little bit different today. We go from our one side to the other, and then we'll do a double leg set, and then come back to this. So in your position, you have a nice strong anchor with that tailbone. Press the ribs into your mat, and then see if you can draw the navel a little tighter towards the spine. 8, 7, and 4. All right, team. Now, set your weight down. Take the legs and circle. Here we go, GA. So you're circling the legs up and around, up and around. You go at your own pace, your own range of motion. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Get ready to reverse it, team. Oh, yes, GA. Woo. And reverse. Now we come down and circle to lift up. Stronger, tighter, 5 to go. Last 2. Last 1. Now weight in that left hand, bring it to the right knee. So now we're just progressing into exercise 2 unilaterally. I can set my left foot down. Your choice. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and other side. Weight goes in the right hand, right elbow to the left knee. Oh my gosh, that is so cute, Chelsea. Oh my goodness. That is so cute. Look at all these things these youngsters are learning because of you. I didn't learn that till I was in my 20s. So good. I remember when I first took my very first Pilates session, and it's hundreds of hours of training. And at the beginning, when they would tell me to pull my ribs in, I felt the same way. It's like their bones. They're like what? That's where they're supposed to go. 4. Little did I know. 2. And 1. Now set the weight down. Circle the legs together. Here you go, Chelsea. Time to run. Oh, I love our team. And 10,000 more. Last 8. Nice long straight legs. 4. And reverse. Ooh, I never love you. Last 8, 7, 6, and 4. Now heels come in, frog leg press. So just the first portion of that, try to keep your heels touching. Tell me, what are you dreaming? My head can be down, my head can be lifted, but my tailbone is anchored. Rib to hip. And you'll notice your imbalance because as you draw the heels in towards your pelvis, one heel is going to want to move just a little bit bigger than the other, and you're trying to balance them out. Now watch, you're going to pull the heels in, circle around. Circle around. The rest of my life. Bottom 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Get ready to reverse that team. Now check it out. You come wide, heels together and press. Wide, heels together and press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Last 2 and 1. Now come onto your side team. Take your weight, place it in the fold of your hamstring and your calf. Take that right leg nice and long, left leg pulses. Lengthening out what we just worked. You can be all the way on your arm, propped up, all the way up. Chia, you can grab the ball and use it underneath your head to support your neck. Squeeze your left glute. 8, 7, 6, 5. Does that make us crazy? Last 2. Now take the top leg knee to toe. Knee, toe, knee, toe. So when we transfer that, oh, I love it. I love it. When we transfer that front to back, your abdominals are countering the weight on the front end and on the back end. Who do you think you are? All right, 8 more. We got it. 8, 7, 6, 4, 2, and pulse up right here. Round 2 of 3. Our ice maker. I'm starting a story because this might be a little bit longer set. But our ice maker has been like every week or so, it makes ice. And then when the ice thing is full, it gets jammed and then it freezes up. And then Vic has to like jackhammer all the ice out and start over. It's quite a process. And so for like a day, we don't have ice. while that process is happening, and then the next week it does it again. So he set up someone to come. He talked to somebody about fixing it. And those of you who know, we've had so many issues. I researched so long and hard for our fridge, got a fridge, and then it needed to be repaired, and it took like a month and a half, and finally they were like, it's just, we're not going to be able to get that part, and you're just going to need to get a different fridge. So we did. And then this different fridge, now the ice maker is problematic. I'll probably never get another fridge where there's water in the door. I don't use it. And I'd rather just have ice that I can get with my hand, like inside the fridge. That's fine for me. But so they're coming tomorrow to fix it. And it takes, I guess, 2 days to defrost your fridge. Remember when you used to have to defrost your freezer all the time? I haven't defrosted a freezer since I was in my 20s, and then take it front to back. And so I had to quickly take all the food from the inside fridge, take it to the outside fridge, which luckily we have an outside fridge. But I tell you what, it's like when my microwave broke, you realize how spoiled we are when I have to go to the fridge to get our food. Like the pets, they like their goat's milk, and then they want like a 10-minute break, and then they have a little spoon of wet food, and then their day starts. That's 2 trips to the garage at like 6 in the morning. Then you go out and get a little bit of cream for your coffee. You come back, it's just, you have to decide how bad you really want it. And you have to go into the cold garage. But I was just laughing at the comforts we have. We really don't even know to be grateful for them. So Chelsea, on your gratitude list that you made this morning, that's a good one to add. A working fridge, freezer. Yeah, Kathy, that's what ended up happening to us. And then after like 6 to 8 weeks, it was a really long time. And what was happening, and then side leg last set. Sheesh. What happened, Kathy, with that one is the fridge was working. So we were like, well, okay, we can just deal with it. But then by the time they said it was going to be who knows how long, and then we just got a different one. Then we got nothing but problems. But yes. So true. And what a gift. Like we went to the beach, and I'm gonna go clean the carpets next Saturday after class too. But we have to make ice, like in the ice makers, like when you were a kid. So there's a lot of things that we have these days that are not necessary but huge blessings. Last 4, 3, 2, and front to back. And I love that, because we all have different situations like that. And then when we can share them, then we realize, like, you don't always know the things that we take for granted sometimes. And we didn't have to get our fridge fixed. It wasn't that necessary. But once it was scheduled, it was necessary. And I was like, well, look at all this. I was able to clean up so many things, check the dates on everything, see how necessary it was to keep it. 8. But I had just gone to the grocery store, so our fridge was packed, and I'm trying to not go as often as I used to. In 2 and 1, switch sides. Now, as you switch sides, take that bottom leg nice and long, lengthen that out, contract into the hamstring. You're pressing this hip forward and pulse. Yes, Kathy. Yes. Oh, Chie, that's a good one too. I know, Karma. Whatever you start, you have to be careful what you start with them, right? My mom was saying, because she just signed up Willie for this really cool dog training. It's a really cool program, but I think it's called Sit Dog Sit. You guys have probably heard of it. But anyway, she sent me a video, and first of all, Grace went nuts because she thought my mom was here and she misses her like I do desperately. And so she runs to the door and she's mad at me because she's like, Grandma's here and you're not letting me out. And I was trying to explain to her that it was on my phone, that she wasn't really here, but Grace didn't believe me. So I had to open the door and she runs out to go to her car and she's not there and super sad. And so I played the video again so she could see it. And in the video it says that Willie is very treat driven. And I'm like, yeah, like his sister. I am very treat driven as well. So I get it, Gus. I get it. I think that's why my coffee, I think that's the only, caffeine does nothing for me, but I think coffee in my mind, it's my treat. So I still, it's my treat before food. 8. What? I'll take you in just a minute. I'm going to take you, come here. I thought we could go to Bed Bath & Beyond. But want to see a picture of her dance? 4. Come here, bud. Last 2. And front to back, right here. You can scroll through there if you want. Abdominals are strong. This is, again, where you're taking your weight, transfer it front to back. So as you're coming front to back with that, you're squeezing the abdominals because your internal and external obliques contract against that weight coming front to back. Love you, bud. You have 9. You don't have to say you love me. You don't have to say you love me. You don't have to say you love me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side lift. Oh boy. This is the long set, remember? Right, Kathy? Like 5, 6, or 5, 7. I'll ask him when he comes back down. I think he's like 5'7" now. He might be taller. Isn't it crazy? I think because I'm trying to not go whoo so much. I just trade one noise for another. Oh boy. That's funny, Chels. I think that whenever I try and take, it's like treats. I try and eliminate one thing, and then I just notice that something else enters. So I try and take woo out, and then I whistle. I was just trying to mix it up. I felt like unfortunately they're habitual, but like it's like breathing for me. I was trying to give you guys a little bit of a break of them. 9. Last 8. Kathy, I think we're gonna do another low impact. I feel like we should schedule that and front to back. Debbie says, oh good. Oh yay. Follow your abs. That internal and external rotation should be feeling so good on your gluteus medius. I love it.
I just wanted to see if you let them change it back so.
It gets better every time. It gets better every time. So if it wasn't too bad yesterday, next time it's going to be great. 2 more. All right, lift it. Side. Let's go. Oh. Woo. Stronger, tighter. It's so easy to collapse into this and to let the abs hang out. I want you to pull your abs in and pull up and away from the floor. Regardless of what position we're in, we're just not collapsing here. We hold our body nice and tight, nice and strong. It feels like we're fighting now. I thought it would be like, oh yeah, these are fun, but that's not what it's thinking. It's thinking, why go from 0 to this in one day? Front to back, front to back.
That's wrong. You and I don't belong in a place like this, baby. That's wrong.
Well,
we don't need to believe it. We think anything when it's outside.
The high-low class. Maybe I misunderstood what you requested. That's hilarious. I thought the high-low class that I have at Villa on Wednesdays. Oh, hang on. Let me think about that now. I wonder if I made that up in my head. But that is what we do in the low impact class at Villa. So if you're ever thinking of taking low impact at Villa, what we did yesterday at 10:45 is what we do there. So that could help you make your decision one way or the other. But it is amazing people, and we laugh a lot. And I leave with my brain exhausted. Last 5. I'm going to have to look back through that, Kathy. Maybe I made that up. 4 more. Yes, Chie. Yes, for sure. We are. And this week looks pretty cold. Well, what's funny, Kathy, is I thought you requested that. I would have never done it, but we did. Now, left weight in hand, and then that right leg goes one straight, one bent. That is so funny. Maybe I dreamt that, Kathy. Bump, bump. But we had a fun Friday party anyway. What it was, Kathy, how that class originally started is when we got back to the gym from the shutdown, we couldn't use the steps. And so they wanted to do step class without the step, but they didn't know how to say that, how to write it. So they were going to call it step class, but I felt like that would open a can of worms, but maybe that'd be a better can of worms. And so the closest description was low impact, and we needed a low impact class on the schedule because they had that before. 4 more. So that's how it originated. 3, to give kind of the step crew an option, even though we couldn't use the steps. All right, team, hold the leg and the arm away and kick it. So you're trying to take your left hand and your right foot as far away from each other as you can. Yes, and now maybe you don't feel so bad that you can't be there. 4 more. Everything happens for a reason. Last 2. Switch the weight and then bring that right hand to the left foot. So now we've switched sides, team. Every time, Kathy, in my head, for some reason, I think because I know you do step, in my head, I just placed you there. And then I had to sit and think that through and go, wait, no. But every time I teach that class, I give that same little spiel that it's going to be a little bit different. Now, this time, take it to that combo, bent knee and straight. We'll come around that straight leg on the other side in just a second. Oh, yay. Yes. Good. It is really good. I know at our homes we have such different, like the flooring is different, the spacing is different, but it is really good, not only for the brain, but for the ankles, the knees, and the hips to move around in our space, linear and lateral. 3 more teams. Last 2. Last 1. Now hold the arm and the leg away and kick it. Last 8. 7. Now in 6, we even up just that straight leg right side to that left hand. 3, 2, 1. Straight leg, lift it. From here, we wrap time together. Oh no, that's not good. 4 more, last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Now, slide up onto your elbows and kick the legs. So anytime I'm up on the elbows, I could choose to have my knees bent. I could choose to have just the head lifted, or I can choose to lay with my head down. It's a matter of how you contract the abdominals that gets you where you want to go. So I can choose any position to go into that nice, strong, tight core connection. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, crisscross the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift your heels. 8. Last 4, 3, 2, knees in and out, right here, tuck, reach, this is it. So I can do one leg at a time to finish, or we pull in and reach up. Try not to let this drop. Press the chest forward. Now from here, you're going to lengthen the legs and drop down. So you pull in and then drop down. Pull in, drop down. I could do that one leg at a time. And on. Four more. 3, 2, and then we have just the down up. Last one. Now options right here. As you take it down and up, you're here. Slow and control. Or here. Or here. You can reduce the lever, increase. Oh, yay, Carm. Doesn't it feel good to see that? Oh, can you hear the puppies? They're like, no fair, Dad's home and we're still stuck. Last 4. 3. 2. Last 1. And bend the knees, set your feet down, lift the hips. Now from here, you're going to figure 8 your hips to stretch those hip flexors. So you just trace, it's like an 8 laying on the side. So picture like a racetrack. Around the outside, diagonal, around the outside, diagonal. So you're loosening up the hip flexors. 8. And 4, 2, and 1. Roll down, hug your knees in, rock it front to back. And side to side. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, roll yourselves up. Sit up nice and tall. Rotate over onto your hands and knees. Scoop your belly button in. Dig your toes into the floor. Let's press back. So with your toes into the floor, press back into the heels. Stretch your feet. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Lift the hips, press into the heels, stretch that calf. Walk your hands back. Scoop your belly button in. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up. Squeeze your bottom, pull your belly button in. Roll the shoulders back and down. Once again, big deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. Draw the navel to spine, round the back. Whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, release what you don't need. And then slowly roll up, squeeze your bottom, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders down and back. Take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale one more time, big breath in, arms up. And exhale, give yourselves a big hand. Good work today, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you can go enjoy that beautiful sunshine for a second. I don't see it yet over here, Karma, so hopefully it's coming our direction. I'm looking forward to stretching with you guys tomorrow. Once again, we will roll out the feet and do a ball stretch, but that's a lot to fit in with some stretches. So we'll be ready to just crank it out tomorrow. So something to roll out your feet, a ball, and a mat. That's all you need. Aw, yes, Akiko. I love that. I love that. I'm so glad. Thank you. I know it's different and not what we're all wanting, but I'm so grateful for it because I think if this had happened in a different time, we wouldn't have the advancements to be able to still connect in this way. So I really am grateful for that. You know what I feel about filming, but I'm still grateful for it. Thanks, you guys. I love you. And I will, I'll get the schedule ready. We'll do, with Sudha, with the yoga, I had changed it over, like I put all the yoga stuff as stretching because for some reason, when I call it yoga, love you. When I call it yoga, sometimes that gets it a thumbs down. I think because that's a little bit more of a, like everyone has a different opinion about what yoga should look like, which I think is funny because if you look at the basics of going back to why it was created, anyway, but so I think that's why I kind of changed the name over to stretching anytime we're doing some of our yoga practice. But I am going to put in yoga sculpt for next Saturday, and then we'll just deal with what happens. So anyway, oh, yay, Katie. I'm so glad. Isn't it fun? It's such a blessing to be able to have, oh, that's another thing I was going to say. It's such a blessing to have, that's the main reason I use YouTube is so that they stay on for people to use after, because that's so great that it doesn't matter when you show up. But also I feel like when you do get the opportunity to do it live, I don't know why it feels so great to get to be here when everyone's here, because we're all here together, regardless if you get to be live or not. But it just feels fun when you get to be all at the same time. Yes, Jean, that's awesome. Once, that's nothing. That is nothing. We'll take it. The other thing I was thinking, for those of you, Katie, this might be a good question for you. For those of you who do the workouts more often, not live, I know that there's a lot. I think it said like 383. I can't remember now. I need to look back through because I've tried to take a lot down, so there's less on there. But what I was thinking is, I don't know if it's helpful to have all of the options, or would it be helpful if you had less options to go through? Because what I could do is go through the workouts. Hang on, sweet girl. I'll be right there. She says, I don't speak English, Mom. But if you thumbs up the workouts you like, because I know that puts it in your favorites or something like that, I can then take down all the ones that have no comments, like that have no like starred whatever. And then that way you would have less of them to have to scroll through. So if that would be helpful, I was trying to think of how to make it easier for you guys to get through those pages of, because they don't itemize them as simply as I think I would like, but that's it. I can't control that. But what I can control, two things. If you know, if there's one that you love and you're always searching for it or you're always using it, but a different name would help you find it faster, you can live chat it or text me or email me and I can change the name of it so that it makes it easy to search for you. So you don't have to go through, since I call a lot of them the same things. Two, I can take everything off that doesn't have a thumbs up, and then that would still, you would have over 100 on there. But then that way, because if you wanted to just keep the ones that people have returned to, then that might be helpful. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay. I know I don't know how hard it is because my screen looks different. Hang on, I'm gonna just let these girls in. My screen looks different, and so there's no one there. There's no one there. And so I can't tell how hard it is for you guys. What's funny, she'll lift weights. She comes in here and she's like, Mom, I got this one. Okay, Kathy. All right. If there's anything I can do that makes your life easier with that, just let me know. We'll leave it at that, right? We'll leave it at that. And she's like, okay, Kathy, you're right. Then she can play with me. I know you just want to run. You just want to run. What she'll do, I don't know if you guys saw her, if she did it, but what she'll do is she'll pick up the weight and she'll just walk around with it, which isn't probably good for the weight because she has super sharp teeth, but she'll just walk around and lift weights. And so I'm lifting weights and she's lifting weights. The other day she was walking around with, I have like a microphone that can plug in, and it didn't. With YouTube, it's hard. So I don't know. I know some of you are interested and some of you aren't, but when we do live workouts, it doesn't allow me to really technically get amazing with the, I know. Let's see, look, now that's a foot massager. Now she's walking around with the foot massager. She's like, I'll roll out my feet. I don't want you to chew that. You can chew this up. That's okay. She's like, that one's heavier. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, just know, back to that. Just know that if, she's like, that, I need to roll out my feet, Mom. They're exhausted. What's funny is she has 500 toys. So I just think this is funny. It's like kids, right? They want a box. You buy them all these things and they just want to play with the box. Thanks, Suda. Love you, friend. Have a good weekend. But also, I'm just right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave all the workouts on there. And then if at some point, I don't know how long this is going to last, but if at some point we want to have just like the last month or the last 2 months, I mean, you obviously, you can just ignore them all also. So, yeah, I don't know. She's a little fluff ball. The more she runs around, she's very poofy. So puffy. Anyway, her hair is very full. That's where she's not like her mother. Her mother has very thin hair and she has very full hair. But so when she gets a bath, she looks super scrawny. But anyway, I'm going to take Ben to go get some stuff for his friend that got hurt on my watch. So I'm going to close out so I can go do that for him so that he can feel a little happier. We do control the controllables. And then I will send out our schedule, but just look for the two things that I'd be curious about is if we want to do the aerobics or step as our coordination. Which one of those two, because I probably would put just one or the other in. So if you have a preference, let me know. Otherwise, I will just decide. And then you can decide to join me or not. But I love you. Have a great day. Hopefully you can get out and enjoy the dry weather. And I will see you tomorrow for stretching.